Hey guys, what is up? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far, and I'm finally doing my 1K Q&A. Yay! This is very belated because back in November I hit 1,000 subscribers, and so to celebrate, I put out a video thanking my first 1,000 subscribers and then opening up, for questions for a 1K Q&A. And, that was at the end of November. So December was basically me just doing school stuff, projects, presentations, papers, stuff like that. And then pretty much right after school ended is when the holidays started, and I had family come into town, so I was busy then. And so I was like, all right, first week of January of 2017, I'm going to put out this 1K Q&A video. And then the Steven Mom got released early, so that's what a majority of my time went to, was doing videos centered around the released Steven Mom. But now I'm doing it, so yay. So most of these questions dealt with how I got started with this channel, how I first got into Steven Universe and stuff like that. But two questions that I got asked on other videos, and questions I see a lot on my other videos, are, one, how old are you? And I am 21 years old. And then the second one is, what products or programs do you use to make your videos? So I don't think I've ever said this in any of my videos before, but I'm actually an animation major. That's what I'm going to school for. So I get a student discount on Adobe products. So I use Adobe Premiere to edit my videos. I use Adobe Audition to record all my videos. And then I use Adobe Photoshop to make all my thumbnails. And then I also use a Blue Yeti microphone to record all my audio and stuff like that. So that information is now out there, so I don't have to individually comment on everybody who asked those questions. But yeah, so now, like I said, most of the questions that I got were dealing with how I started the channel and how I got into Steven Universe. So I figured I'd just kind of tell a story about how I got into Steven Universe and how I started the channel. So Steven Universe, so I was a big fan of Rebecca Sugar's work on Adventure Time, and she was my favorite storyboard artist. She did my favorite episodes with Marceline, and she did a lot of the music, which I thought was really awesome. So she was my favorite storyboarder on Adventure Time. So I found out that she was going to be leaving, and I was heartbroken. I was no, how could they let Rebecca Sugar go? And then I found out it was because she was making her own show, which would make her the first female to create a show on Cartoon Network, which I thought was awesome. So I saw a lot of the promotional art for Steven Universe, and I was super excited for it. I saw the pilot, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. And so once it actually aired, I believe it aired 2013, I think, which would have made me a freshman in college, I think. And so, I watched the first couple episodes, and honestly, the show didn't grab me that much at first, and I was a little bit disappointed because I was just such a big fan of Rebecca Sugar and all of her work that I just kind of felt it was missing something. So I watched the first couple episodes, pretty much I think up to Cat Fingers maybe, whenever they aired those. And then from there, I just kind of watched it on and off for all of season 1 and I think part of season 2. And my younger sister, Christina, who you guys may have seen in my 3 Gems and a Baby reaction, was watching and keeping up to date on the show, and she's you really have to watch this. And I was no, maybe some other time I'll catch up, on the show, but I'll get around to it. But Tumblr, on my Tumblr page, I follow a lot of animation and cartoon tags, and so Steven Universe would always find a way to make it into my Tumblr dashboard. And I always saw Peridot, but I didn't know it was Peridot. Everyone just called Peridot a space Dorito, and I actually thought it was a boy when I first saw it. I was just why is everyone calling him a space Dorito? I don't get it, and everyone seems to love this character so much, and everyone's talking about gay singing space rocks, and I knew they were aliens. I didn't know there was that much singing. I didn't know that they were gay. And I was what is going on right now with this show? Everyone's talking about it, because it would always show up on my Tumblr feed. So I was okay, I need to watch this show. So I just spent an entire day just binging Steven Universe, and it was amazing. I do not know why I gave up on the show so quickly, because you really have to get past the first 10 or so episodes. I think once you hit Steven's line, Giant Woman and Steven's line is pretty much the episodes where I really feel that it picks up a lot. And then by Mirror Gem, Ocean Gem, I was like completely hooked on the show. I was like, I need to know what happens to these characters, like, now. Like, what happened? What is this gem war? Why do they imprison Lapis Lazuli? So pretty much once it hit like the, episode 25, 26, I was completely hooked. And then I watched it, the entire rest of the season. And then season 2, I missed the beginning, like midpoint of season 2. I knew once it hit about the middle of season 2, I was completely up to date on what was airing. And then from there, I just, I've been watching every single episode since then. So that's how I got into Steven Universe and kind of my first thoughts and opinions on the show. How I made this channel. So after the Summer of Steven event, I saw a lot of theories, reactions, reviews, and everything like that after the Summer of Steven event, and I was like, you know what, I really want to make my own videos. So my first video on this channel was an almost half-hour-long video on the Steven Universe timeline, which is now out of date. It's old now. I have to make a new updated version, which I plan on doing soon, probably in the coming weeks here. But yeah, that was my first video, was an almost half-hour-long video on the timeline. That video took me like a week to make, from researching, writing a script, collecting all the footage, images, recording everything, editing it all of it together. That took a week to make. But it made doing other videos a lot easier because they're not a half-hour long. So yeah, so that's basically how I started this channel and, how I got into Steven Universe and stuff like that. So hopefully that answered all of those related questions and, like, what I thought of the show at first. But I am going to get into individual questions now. Or comments, that's fine. Now the first person who commented was Vincent Hester, and he just said first. So congratulations, you got first. Spirit Quartz asks, states, your voice kind of reminds me of Sadie. And honestly, that is something that a lot of people said the first couple of videos that I put out was either I sound like Sadie or I sound like Ruby, or just like a combination of those two. So if you ever have like a comic or an animatic that you want me to do a voiceover for Sadie or Ruby, I will totally do it. Or if for whatever reason, if there is a Steven, Ruby, Sadie fusion, I could totally do that too. But yeah, so, and then Mayflower413 asks, you're so awesome. First off, I have 3 questions. What is your personal favorite Steven Universe theory, or the one that you want to be most true? Now, there's really not a theory that I want to be the most true, I guess. Even theories that I come up with and post on my channel, I don't necessarily want them to be true. It's just me taking information given from the show and then, just trying to put out like a logical possibility that the show might offer. So not necessarily one that I want to be true or anything like that. There's not one that I was like, I hope they do that. Because honestly, at the end of the day, it's Rebecca Sugar's and the Crooniverse's decision. So I'm not going to be like, I really hope that they do this. Because it's their show and they have done a great job so far. So I completely trust them with whatever they decide. My personal favorite theory, though. I'm a big fan of any theory revolving Lion and who or what he is. I actually just posted a video kind of like comparing and contrasting 2 of the most like popular conclusions for the theory, that he is either Pink Diamond or Pink Pearl. And just to everybody who's like hating on that video, saying that like I'm stupid and an idiot for comparing those 2, I'm just weighing in on the 2 most common conclusions that I've seen for that theory and just like points that I see for both of them. So I'm not saying that for sure that those are the only 2 options that Lion has. He could just be a pink magical lion. He could be another character. He could be something else entirely. I was just weighing in those 2 options, so I just want to put that out there. But yeah, because I got a lot of people angry at me on that video. I was just weighing in the options for both of the 2 most commonly debated sides of that theory. What are your top 5 songs from Steven Universe? Oh, God, that's so hard. in no particular order. Here Comes a Thought, It's Over, Isn't It? The extended Steven Universe opening, Do It For Him / Her, and then Stronger Than You. Those are probably like the 5 that come to my head. But like, I mean, all the songs on the show are good, so it's hard to say for sure. And then, oh, this is Vanitas Darkness, by the way. I forgot to say the username. And then they also asked, what do you think would happen if Greg died in the show? Do you think it would impact Steven? Yes, I do. I think losing your parent, to anybody losing a parent, would probably react badly and be very devastated and impacted a lot by that, especially considering that Steven never got to know his mom. So yes, I do think Steven would be impacted. He would probably be devastated. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to kill off Greg. Alright, and then Shanimations. Hey, I just wanted to say, first of all, I was here since you weren't that popular. Thank you. Do you know any Steven Universe YouTubers, MK Atwood, Jake Neutron, etc.? Personally, no, I do not know any of them personally. Those are kind of like bigger YouTubers, so I don't know them. Big fan of all their work though. The Round Table has commented on a couple of my videos and we've exchanged a couple comments back and forth. Really nice guy. But I mean, other than that, no, I really haven't had any contact with any other Steven Universe YouTubers. I would love to, work with them or collaborate with them one day because, like I said, they make really great content. So, yeah. And then the second question: do you like any other shows on Cartoon Network other than Steven Universe? I was a big fan of Adventure Time. Pretty much once Rebecca Sugar left, I started watching less and less. And then I occasionally watch Regular Show. I don't really keep up on it that much, but I do like Amazing World of Gumball a lot. I think that the art style for that show is really awesome and really cool and just very colorful and very pleasing to look at. So I like that show a lot too. We Bare Bears I watch occasionally too. Steven Universe is pretty much the only show that I watch I'm like, a new episode's coming out, I have to watch this, but all the other shows I just kind of watch on and off and just casually enjoy them. But I like what Cartoon Network has. I do not like Teen Titans Go though. They can get rid of that. I wouldn't be that upset, but it's their big money maker, so they're probably not going to. Ed Young, who is probably one of my earliest subscribers and comments on everything pretty much. You're awesome. Says, yay, congratulations, you totally deserve a thumbs up. So thank you, Ed Young. I appreciate the support. You're awesome. Alana Furto? Please correct me if I'm saying that incorrectly. Good job. Keep doing what you do. I only have one, maybe two. Who is your favorite Steven Universe character? And then do you have any talents? Just wondering. Favorite Steven Universe character? Pearl and Lapis are probably my two favorite. Pearl, it's hard to say because I like them both so much. Pearl is basically a main character, so I see a lot more of her. So Pearl is probably yes, Pearl's probably my favorite character. But Lapis is right up there. As to why, I connect a lot with their emotional struggles and just their character arcs pretty much. A lot of similarities with them, and just I relate to both of their story arcs. So yeah, those are probably my two favorite characters. Any talents? Like I said before, I'm an animation major, so I draw and stuff. So don't be surprised within the next couple weeks if you see some animation stuff popping up, because I've been wanting to do that for a while, is incorporating some of my animation stuff onto this channel. So yeah, congratulations on, it's 1K, not 10K. 10K would be awesome. Hopefully we'll get to 10K. Congratulations on 1K. Greg would be proud. Calvin, I do not know how to pronounce your last name. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. My question is, how long have you been watching Steven Universe, and what was your first impressions after seeing the first few episodes? Already kind of went over that. You gotta give it time. You gotta give Steven Universe time, and that's what I would say to anybody who's trying to get someone else into the show. Give it some time. You gotta get through the first couple episodes, and they're only 11 minutes long, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal to, get past the first, 10 or so episodes. And then first impressions, good but disappointed after, the first couple episodes. I was like, this is probably one of the best shows that Cartoon Network has ever come out with. All right, Arthur Bernardo Coopy. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Which are your favorite episodes? And then who is your favorite secondary character from the show? Also, which was the first episode you've seen from the show? I'm pretty sure it was Gemglow. I believe it was Gemglow, if you don't count the pilot. Pretty much, I didn't see it on the premiere date, but, I watched whatever was recently released from the show. So it was probably Gemglow, or Together Breakfast or Cheeseburger Backpack. One of those. Which are your favorite episodes? Oh, God. So many to choose from here. Rosa Scabbard comes to mind right away. Mirror Gem, Ocean Gem, Sworn to the Sword, Beta Earthlings, Back to the Moon, that just entire 3-episode basically building off of each other was really good. On the Run, Jailbreak, The Answer, I don't want to forget any big ones. God, Alone Together, An Indirect Kiss. Hopefully that gives you enough favorite episodes, because I have several, because they're all just, Mr. Greg, God. I'll just, Mindful Education, I can't say any episodes that just happened in the most recent Steven Bomb because it hasn't aired on cable yet. So hopefully that should be enough for you to go off of for favorite episodes and stuff like that. The Roundtable, hi the Roundtable, asks, are you single? Yes, I am single. And that's all I have to say about that is yes, I am single. And then Joseph Multicolor asks, Lapadot or Amadot? I feel this one is going to fuel... Oh, wait, did they even ask who's my favorite secondary character on the show? Damn it. I forgot to answer the second part of that. Okay, favorite secondary character. I was just looking back. All right, favorite secondary character on the show. I don't know what you mean by secondary. To me, secondary is the Beach City citizens, pretty much. And in that case, Sadie would probably be my favorite secondary character, because Sadie's just kind of chill. Yeah, Sadie, probably. She's cool. Apparently I sound like her, so yeah, Sadie's my favorite secondary character. Roundtable, are you single though? Yes. And Joseph Multicolor, Lapadot or Amadot? This is probably a very heated, loaded question here. Honestly, I really don't care if certain characters end up with certain characters. The fact that this show has been so progressive with its LGBTQ plus themes, I think is awesome and amazing and should be looked at as a positive for not only just television, just cartoons aimed at kids. That is amazing that this show is able to do that, because, parents and adults don't want to talk to their kids about this. It's not something that we should be afraid to tell kids about or have kids, learn about. Because, they're going to grow up and they can't not know this. So I think any pairing of characters that would be on the LGBTQ plus spectrum, whatever that is, whatever, is fantastic, and I think it's great. But with that said, I fall more into the Lapadot ship. I like their characters. I like how they've grown over the series. If Amadot happened, that'd be totally okay too. But I'm more of a Lapadot and a Prometheus. So yeah. I think there's a garbage truck outside my house. But yeah, so those are all the questions that I had. Thank you so much for watching if you've made it to the end of this. This has been kind of a long Q&A video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this and just kind of hearing me answer questions and stuff like that. But yeah, just thank you so much. This channel has grown so quickly and has completely exceeded any of my expectations going into this. Basically, I just thought I was gonna make Steven Universe videos for fun, and then nothing would happen. I would just make them for fun because I enjoyed making them. But like I said, you guys have just been so amazing and so supportive of this channel, and I just hope that we can continue to grow as a community and as a channel. So again, thank you so much. You guys are so amazing and so awesome. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Steven Universe content. And until next time, guys, take care.